Everybody, sorry I forgot to turn the light on. All right, I think we are live and we are good to go. Hello, everyone. Is this mirrored? I gotta make sure that it's actually Can we see this, y'all? Sorry, struggle streaming already. Does that say beautiful? Okay. I noticed that my camera was mirrored yesterday. So I think we're all good. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Let me make sure that our audio. Okay, perfect. All right, I know you all will let me know if anything looks or sounds off. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. For anybody new here, allow me to introduce myself. Hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome. Usually I'm welcoming you to my struggle cooking class, but clearly I'm not in the kitchen today. I went out for another outing of Valentine's Day or pre-Valentine's Day outing. So if you celebrate, happy Valentine's Day week. I'm still uploading all of my pictures. So we are going to do yet another dining documentary. Um, on my dining documentaries, I walk you all through any experiences that I have outside of the kitchen. So if you're new here, hello, Qual. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Paige. Thank you so much for being here. If you all want to see the screen share, you can join me on Maggie the Substitute Teacher, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I went to a new place today and I always like to take you all alongside with me. So I do have a cooking channel here on YouTube and usually I'm cooking for you almost every day. I'd say about 80-90% of the time, and I do enjoy that. However, if I'm outside of the kitchen, I do like to share with you all any experiences that I have because I do stream for you every day. So if you like my content, please subscribe. Got some big stuff coming up, and depending on how it goes tonight, maybe I'll share. I was going to post it on my page, but a big announcement came out today, so I'm very excited. Hello, Miss Strong is in the house. She says, good evening, Maggie. Good evening, my dear. You all please check out Miss Strong. She has a YouTube channel. You see the name there. She also does cooking. She has recipes. I did a consult with her because I am determined to get this cookbook out. If you all have a YouTube channel, please shout yourself out. If we're taking roll, we've got Veggie in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Always one of my day one scholars. So I'm really happy to take you all on the ride with me. If you would like to be counted present, please announce yourself. If you would like to watch from the clouds, cheers to you. And you can stay anonymous. Sorry, I got my makeup on here. All right, everybody. So again, not that you'll be able to tell from tonight, but I have been on my own health and wellness journey, but I do like to enjoy my life, especially around the holidays. That's why it's taken me so long, but I am down 80 pounds with at least 20 more to go. It's a struggle for me. And usually what I eat is sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. So I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. And so that's why I am your substitute teacher. So we have a lot of fun here. You all seem to like this series. So I'm going to take you to a new place that I went to here in Atlanta. It's called The Wine Shoe. So it is a winery. Yes, I guess. Well, we went there for wine tasting and food pairing. So you all know I'm here for the snacks, and I always love sharing that kind of stuff with you. So I don't know if they actually grow anything there, like a proper winery, but it doesn't matter. We had so much fun. Who do we have here? All About the Max is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome. I'm so glad you all came back. Yes, you all, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate all of the support. We're getting very close to 2,000 subscribers. My channel is a little over a year old, so you all are helping me to grow, and I appreciate that. Forgive me for looking down on my phone. I literally just walked in the door and I'm uploading all of my photos to the cloud, so I will share them with you. So what we do in the dining documentary series is it's two parts. So sit back and relax, get a beverage. I'm drinking a French roast coffee with coconut cream and sugar-free sweetener. A little creamy, don't want to mess up. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at the website. This is a place I've never been to before, but I love sharing all of my experiences with you all. So we're going to take a look at their website, take a look at who they are, what they do. Met the owners tonight, lovely couple. Take a look at the wine pairing event that I went to. And then after that, we will look at the pictures and video that I took so you all can have a virtual experience with me. I've got a lot of trips planned. I'll be going to London next month. You all know about that big announcement, so stay tuned. Um, the lady herself actually said it on her YouTube channel, so I'm very excited. Who do we have here? We got Genesis in the house. She's over on Teachable Moments. So yes, I do have 3 channels. So you all please check them out. Today we're streaming on Maggie the Substitute Teacher and Teachable Moments. But just so you know, I'll explain the difference. So Maggie the Substitute Teacher, I stream every day here for you. This is the cooking channel. So if you're here for the snacks or the dining documentaries, you're in the right place. I have also been on my own etiquette and elegance journey for my own personal reasons, and every once in a while I would drop something about that and you all, some of you all would say, tell me more. So I created a second channel called Teachable Moments with Maggie. So that's where you will find any of my etiquette lessons learned, not relationship, etiquette and elegance relations learned. We had a big episode last night. Etiquette and elegance lessons learned. If it's something that's dining related, I'll stream on both like I'm doing tonight. That's why Genesis is over there. And then the third channel I have is called The Wives Club for the relationship lessons learned. If you're a fan of Kevin Samuels, there's a group of us that met in his Patreon. So Maggie the Substitute Teacher is a daily stream. Teachable Moments with Maggie is every other week, and the Wives Club is once per week. We streamed last night, and it's Friday night, and the theme was winter. Is winter coming or is winter here? So got a lot of great feedback. We're trying to give you all a good experience, so feel free to check them all out. We got Linda in the house. Hello, Linda. Thank you so much for being here. Linda with the love notes. All right. So sit back and relax, and let's take a look at the wine shoe. So let me share my screen. All right. So when you go to the website, and I think I put it in the description, but I'm going to put it in the chat for you all. So hopefully it shows up on all of the channels, but it's basically, and let me take myself down. Okay, so it is wineshoeatlanta.com, pretty straightforward. And then of course you get this age restriction question, and you all know Maggie's been cooking since 1842, so luckily for me, at the ripe old age of 47, I am of legal drinking age. All right. So let's take a look at the wine shoe. Let's take a look at their place. I was there today. It was lovely. And let's read about it and see if we can find a little bit more about the experience I had today. So it says distinctive and bold. Well, we like that. Let me zoom in a little bit so you all can see. Wine Shoe is an independent, local, woman-owned and operated boutique wine shop established in the heart of downtown Atlanta in Castleberry Hill Landmark Historic District, located just a short walk south of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So for anyone who's not in Atlanta, the Atlanta Falcons play at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It was cold and rainy today, so I didn't get any pictures of the stadium, but there's this huge arena, if you will, where the Falcons play concerts, that kind of thing. You all get the deal. All right. We feature a curated selection of wines that offer high quality, one of a kind wines and personalized service. Yes, the service was excellent, that exceeds your expectations, from award winning small production wines to unique, what is that, vintner favorites? I'm not a wine snob, y'all, so I have to learn. We know you'll find something to please your palate. So it's a lovely, you can see the picture here. I felt like I was at some type of Viking Great Hall, and you will see the pictures. A very long table set for those of us to taste 5 different courses and 5 different wines. So they have an in-house chef. The owner herself is a chef, and so if you're into this kind of thing, you'd absolutely love it. If not, I'll probably be back in the kitchen tomorrow, but I did have a great time. All right, so let's continue. So they have a newsletter you can sign up for. Here's where you can find them and their contact information. I parked on the street and it was free parking. maybe because it was evening and weekends, but I did not see any tickers or meters that I had to pay for. So you can see this picture over here in the back, Boutique Wine Shop and Tasting. So you can see this wall of wines. Yes, that was their beautiful, beautiful chandelier. And it looks like they were set for a private party here with the, looks like a huge charcuterie, but it's beautiful. All right, so let us go to the classes and tasting events. So this is what I went to today, the Valentine's Day Italian wine and food tasting. So if you like Italian food, this is the event for you. Um, um, Italian food, honestly, is not my favorite cuisine, but the boys, I'm a mom of two teenage boys. My ex-husband, both of the boys love Italian food, so I cook a lot of pasta dishes for them. But I have to say, having been to Italy, it was exquisite there. Of course, local food is always better when you're in the natural environment. It comes from the soil and all of that. So yes, it was a little trip down memory lane. If you all were with me last summer, we did several streams. I was in Florence, I was in Tuscany, I was in Venice, and I was in Rome. And so we had the cuisine of the different regions coming from the north. We started in Switzerland and then made our way down. So, all right, let us continue. We got Mona in the house. Mona, the moderator. Thank you so much for being here. Mona is also part of the lead attorney community, as is Miss Strong. Mona has two channels, one for herself, one for the kiddos. I think she had a coding class today. I stopped by. So please check her out, Mona and Miss Strong. Let us know what you got coming up on your channel. And if anybody else is watching with the YouTube channel, feel free to shout yourself out. And thank you all for liking the live stream. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel to grow, and it's free. All right, so let's take a look at the menu. So it was tonight, so I'm just coming in from the Valentine's Day Italian wine and food tasting. So before I click into that, let's see what else they have. They have a Black History Month wine tasting. They have a wise wine. I guess this is like a speaking engagement with a wine tasting. Royal Tenenbaums, Women in Wine, Basics in Wine Tasting. This would be a good one if you're not really sure where to begin. And then another speaking engagement. So I always like to expose you all to different things that I do. And, a big part of my etiquette and elegance journey has been to go to some of these places. I'm going to tell you all, I am not a wine snob. I'm not even really a wine connoisseur. I did buy a bottle. I like the dessert wine. I know, not a sophisticated palate, but I like it light and sweet. So that's what I bought today, a sweet red. But it is good to know some of the basics. There is an etiquette when it comes to ordering wine, serving wine. Especially if you're out entertaining, in business, it's just good to know the basics, how to hold it, what goes with what, all of that good stuff. Mona says, thanks for stopping today. Absolutely, my dear. Happy to support, especially the kiddos and you. All right, so let's click in and take a look. Valentine's Day. I know it's all right, so it's not an actual website, so I'm just going to have to scroll so you can see beautiful artwork, food and wine tasting at the Wine Shoe. So that was tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. So you guys are getting this hot off the presses. So you all can see the price. So it was $70. And I always like to know what you all think when we go through the pictures and you see what all was included. I'd love to know if you all thought that this was a fair price. I usually try to spend when I'm in an outing. I feel like the $100 price point is doable. Of course, if you're going with people or paying for people, it can double and triple up quickly. But for those type of experiences, you all will see me in the what, like 70, 89, $100 price point. But who knows? Like I told you, I am a small town girl with big dreams, and one day I want to go to all these fancy places and have these experiences. And you know, one day we'll see. But this is what we did today. We got to get there. All right, so you can see the Valentine's Day Italian wine and food tasting. So we are bringing the charm of Italy to Wine Shoe. You and your Valentine are invited to a night of Italian wine, food, and music. You know what? We had Italian wine. We had Italian food, but the music seemed to be like pop music on the radio. I could be wrong, but when I think back, I think it was just like regular pop radio. It's fine. It's about the company, right? And I did eat something small before I went. Remember, we talked about when you go for an outing, don't arrive hungry. Especially someone like me. I am a lightweight, y'all. One glass and I'm done. And I actually had to pour a lot of my wine into the wine bucket, so we'll talk about that. But you don't want to end up hangry, especially when alcohol is being served. You don't want to, or I don't want to drink on an empty stomach. So I ate something small before I went, just so I would have something in my tummy. And, for tastings, it's literally about that. You'll see her give us instructions. You swirl it, you smell it, you taste the wine first, just for the wine. Then you have a bite of the food and taste the wine again and see how the pairings match up. And we talked about it and gave her feedback. But, yes, so that's what I did. All right, so no music, but it's okay. On the menu, five of our favorite Italian wines, each paired with a small bite. Yes, join us for an evening of love, wine, and fun. So, yes, it was a lot of fun. All right. So it was tonight at the wine shoe. Okay, so that's pretty much all that they had. Let's just see before we hop off if there's anything else of note. You all can see the upcoming events, and they have a pretty robust calendar. I am going to click into the basics in wine tasting just so we can look at it together. Add a heading. I love it. Basics of wine tasting. So let's just see. And this is only $20. So, I don't know where everybody is, but you can check in your area. I always like to expose you all to different things like this. Even though they were assignments for me, you can go to some things and love it, and you can go to some things and not love it. But it is good exposure to try some different things. So we'll take a look and see what they offer for $20. But you all may be able to find some, wine tastings. I actually heard of a cheese tasting. You may be able to find some of these events in your area that are in your budget and go experience them and ask questions. This is the time to learn and ask these questions in a safe place, with a professional. So, like I told you all, it could be a love relationship, it could be an evening with the in-laws, it could be a business interview, it could be, a wedding, it could be anything you go to. You just want to make sure you know how to act accordingly. What does All About the Mac say? Thanks for sharing. I'm in the Atlanta area, so I'm going to give them a visit. You love Italian dishes. Okay, well, you are in for a treat. I will show you everything from my personal experience tonight. And yes, 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 yes. And they are right downtown, so you will definitely enjoy. All right, so let's just take a quick look at what they offer for the basics of wine tasting. So it's $20. Have you always been curious about wines and wanted to learn about how to taste and enjoy wine? Yes, there's a proper way. Come join us for this fun and interactive class on the basics of wine tasting where you will walk through I guess five S for five, yeah, so five wine tasting. Yeah, we'll be tasting five wines. You can purchase cheese and charcuterie board with your ticket. I would probably add this. You can see here for an extra $10. If it's in the budget, I would probably add the cheese and charcuterie board. That way you get some crackers and some cheese because, five wines to me is a lot. So you want to have something in your tummy or just eat before you go. All right. So let us see here. All right, so you all can go to the website. I dropped it in the chat. You have the link there. Let's see if there's anything else about the wine shoe. Let's learn a little bit about them. About the wine shoe. In our intimate shop, we are committed to helping you find the perfect bottle. Whether you are searching for a wine for a meal pairing dinner, a casual evening with friends, a special gift, or you're looking to curate your own wine cellar, we can source the most interesting bottles. At the Wine Shoe, you will find affordable, everyday value wines as well as bottles for a special occasion. We stock more than 150 wines that you probably won't find at the big box stores. All right, so we depend on our customers. And here's Krishna. So this is the owner. So you all can see it is woman owned, it is minority owned. We support everyone, but if that's important to you, it is a husband and wife couple. I suspect they're from India, but American. And she was really, really informative, asking a lot of questions, and she wanted feedback. So let you read about her, or I'll read about her in her own words. All right. So just three paragraphs, and then we will wrap this part up. So Wine Shoe is owned and operated by Krishna Chapatwala, a professional chef and wine connoisseur. Hello. You had me at professional chef. Yes, please, and thank you. She is delighted to bring her multicultural passion for wine and food to the Atlanta community. Krishna grew up in India and immigrated to America with her family when she was young. Love it. From there, cooking as a way to spend time with the family and friends became a staple of her everyday life. After earning a Bachelor of Science and Culinary Arts degree, she opened local Green Eats in 2009, a personal chef, catering, and cooking class company. Oh, I have to check and see if they're still out. We'll take a look at that. I want to look that up. And she has grown her business by preparing meals for families, intimate dinners, birthday parties, weddings, and festive occasions, one delicious recipe at a time. I will say this, y'all, if you ever want to splurge and enjoy, there's nothing like having a home cooked meal in your home with a chef. I've done that. For my 40th. Y'all know I'm 47, so a while ago, I hired a chef to come in the house, and he brought a server with him to actually make a very nice dinner. Of course, you could go to a restaurant, and that's nice too, but just like to give you all some ideas of things that you can try. So those intimate dinners are nice at home because you don't have to go anywhere. All right. While living in Germany, all right, she's been around. She tried her first Sylvaner, not sure if I said that right, a light wine in the, I'm not even going to try it, region of Germany during a weekend from Bavaria to Mainz. After living in Europe and visiting many world-renowned locations, Krishna's perspective on entertaining, cooking, and wine was transformed. Upon returning to the US, she learned to pair her sense of flavors in food and wine from across the globe. She offers the local Green Eats customers expertly prepared dinners paired with curated wines for private events. Okay, so she's a private chef. Now she's excited to bring her love of old and new world wines and well-honed knowledge about food pairings to everyone who walks into the wine shoe. Okay, so that's good to know. I'm just going to check really quick and see if this Green Eats, I want to learn a little bit about that. Okay. It's a personal chef, cooking class, and caterer in Atlanta. So I'll take a look at it. I'll drop the link because I always love to share this stuff in case you all are interested. But we're going to focus on the wine shoe tonight. Okay. So now you know what it is. It's a small little boutique winery. I've been to other wineries before. This is the first one that I've been to in the city. Most of the wineries that I've been to have kind of been like out on the outskirts because usually they actually grow the grapes on the property, and then they actually process the wine, bottle the wine, sell the wine, and then of course they have tastings and different things like that. However, apparently you can source the wines and have them, brought to you and still do the tastings even if you don't grow the grapes on site. So this was my first in the city wine experience. All right, so let's see what my pictures look like for you all. I want to make sure they've uploaded. Sometimes it takes a second to go from my phone to the computer. Let's see if I have the album ready for you. Uh, all right. So what we'll do is this. I'll just go through the photos and we'll start. Okay. All right. So let me pull this up so you all can see. All right. Let me turn off the sound. I don't really think there's much, but I'm just trying to show you all a little bit. Let me make sure you have good quality. All right. So I parked on the street. Let me see, I'll zoom in. Okay. So I know that's a little bit fuzzy, but you can see. So it's basically in this like area of the city. I don't know if that's residential or office buildings on top. Yes, thank you all for liking the live stream. I appreciate that, Mona. So you can see here the wine shoe is this little boutique right here in between some other shops, and I don't know what was on the left. I'll take another look around, but you can see I just pulled up, and there's different businesses and different things here. It looks like mixed use space. Yeah, it looks like this is residential because you can see some balconies up here, and then they have shops on the bottom. So very common. You will see this in a lot of spaces now where, especially when they're tight on space, they'll have mixed development. All right, so let's continue. Oh, that's the package that I got. So I guess we need to go this way. All right. So when I walked in, all right, you all are able to see. So when I walked in, you see this huge table, and this was a ticketed event. You all saw that it was $70. So they had this long, like I said, it seemed like we were in a Viking hall, right? But beautiful. They had the wine glass, they had the water glass. They did have these paper like placemats, but it was nice. And so we checked our names off the list, and they gave us our seats. And you can see people were still arriving. Beautiful chandelier, some flowers there. Um, oh, did I show you? It's later. I wore a skirt and a sweater today, but you can see they have wines all along the wall, um, maps of Spain. I guess they have an outdoor seating area, but it was cold and rainy in Atlanta today. Maps of Venice, maps of Italy, or pictures of Venice, maps of Italy, so you can see the different wine regions. So this is me arriving and just waiting as people are shuffling in. I think it was from, yeah, 6 to 8 p.m. All right, so very nice. All right, so some still pictures, some videos, so you all can see I sat at the head of the table. That's where they sat me. Um, and then we had, looked like they had probably about 20 people there, 10 on each side. So this was the only event there today. So they have the ticketed events, but I'm sure you can walk in, but check the calendar and see what else you would like to see for tastings and whatnot. But I love the decor. It was warm, nice, a little, masculine with the wood and a little feminine with the chandelier. So I thought it was a good mix. All right, so just took a picture. You can see that the tables that they've pushed together are small, like two-seater tables. If you all saw the other picture that they had like the charcuterie. It looked like maybe another private event, but this is really good because they can adjust it, and they probably, sell out the space for whatever event you would want to host, so they could do whatever arrangement was needed. So people are coming in. All right, so as we began, they brought everyone a little tasting of, oh gosh, they explained everything, you all. I'll have to pause and see if I can get a picture of it. But I guess just to kind of cleanse the palate and get us started, they brought everyone a little sample of white wine. And in the tastings, you're going to go from your drier wines and then end with your sweet wines. And then the courses that you will see kind of follow that pattern as well, because you don't want to start with a dessert wine. And I love a dessert wine. I know y'all are going to laugh, but I love a Moscato and all of that. But I'm here to learn. I'm here to get better. I know, I know. So let's see if we can find out what this was. I'll unmute so you all can hear what they said, if I caught it. Hey, wonderful. And what is it?
It's a grape called Fiano.
Okay,
It's an
perfect.
Italian.
Thank you so much. Ooh, nice. Thank you. All right, so you all heard he said it's a grape called Fiano. I don't know if we have any wine connoisseurs as scholars, but please, if you know anything about these, please shout it out and let us know. All right, so let us continue. All right, so just beautiful. Of course, it was, packed, meaning they had sold out. So people were coming in. Some people knew each other, some people didn't. But I had a good vantage point at the head of the table, so I was able to get some still pictures. You all can see, a mixed crowd. Mostly, I'd say between like age 30 to 50, not young kids there, but y'all know I'm old anyway. But y'all know when I take you places, you're going to see the more mature crowd. So if you like it, wonderful. All right, let's continue. All right, so we're just talking. Everybody's arriving. They have their little first sample of wine. That was not included in the five. So this tasting was five wine glasses or five wine samples and five courses of food, small bites. So just think small plates to pair and taste. All right, of course, I loved the chandelier, so I just had to get a picture of the chandelier. All right, so there's Maggie. I just took a picture of myself with my first little sample that he brought out, and we're getting started. All right, so let's see what they have to say here. The first course comes out. Oh, okay. I'm not a professional, you all. And I did have two phones, so some are bigger than others.
All right, so we're gonna swirl the wine. The best way to do it is on the table because you don't want it jumping out at you. And then I want you all to smell it and tell me some notes that you get.
I smell the peach. All right, so I think I got some still pictures for you all. So the first wine that we got, and I'm trying to see if all the pictures came up off of my phone. I might miss some, but basically what she's telling us to do is to swirl the wines on the table. You want to swirl the wines to get the aroma of the wine. Again, not a wine connoisseur, but you smell the wine and then you taste the wine. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm sure she said it. I might have missed it. I'm just trying to get everything up here for you guys. But she recommended that we swirl the wine on the table, so keeping the flat part of the stem on the table so that you're not swirling in the air, and it splashes you. So we swirled on the table, and then we put our nose in the glass to smell it. And with every sample of wine, she was telling us about the region in Italy that it came from, about the soil, about the acid. If this is your area, I know everybody has their thing. You could absolutely nerd out on all of this stuff. For me, I'm here for the snacks. And I do love the food, and it was great. So the first wine that she brought out, and I got a picture of all of the bottles, you all. So I'll try to. I'm just not gonna remember, but I will show you the picture as soon as everything gets uploaded. So the small plates that came out had two samples on it. So this first one was a crostini, which is the like toasty bread, I guess I think like French bread kind of cut on an angle, and it had pesto and it had peaches, and this might be like some coconut shavings, and it sounds really weird. And she explained all of this, but what she was trying to do is find some flavors that would pair well with the notes in the wine. So this first white wine that we had, so it had some of that fruitiness in it, and I did not think I would like it, but actually it really balanced the sweetness of the peach and the savory of the pesto very well. So I enjoyed it. All right, so let's see. I'll play again without sound. So I'm just turning my plate for you all. The second course was spaghetti and meatball. That's going to come with the next wine. So she explained to us not to eat everything at once because there were two samples. So there she is up at the top. We're all sitting down swirling our wines, and she's reading on the paper about the wine and where it comes from. We're swirling and we're tasting and we're having a lovely time. Or at least I was having a lovely time. All right, so let us continue. All right, so I try to get some still pictures for you all. So let's see here. This is the first course, and I don't know, is that coconut or is that cheese? But you can see the crostini, like buttery garlic bread here with the pesto and the sliced peaches went really well with that first wine. And then the second wine had more acid and tannins to it. So we had this spaghetti and a homemade marinara sauce with that mighty meatball. Hello, Tone Touch. Thank you for being here. If you want to see the screen share, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. All right. All right, so just more pictures. I just turned my plate so you all can see a little bit of everything. All right, so let's see what she says here. Probably some more instruction.
That are produced in the world are not meant to be aged. And so when it's usually a white wine like this, especially with stainless steel fermentation, drink it, you should not sit on them because they will continue to sort of go back, they go downhill, because they don't have the power to essentially age and get better. There are select wines that we have and producers make that are meant to be aged, and we will tell you that on the for all the wines. The funny joke that we always say, winemakers and winery owners want to make money. So if they wanted you to sit on all the wines you buy, they would never be able to sell the wines. And so you should drink most of the wines. But this especially, this is a young, bright, white wine that should be eaten, or sorry, enjoyed and had with food, and just drink on a nice day. Except for today, but on a nice day,
This is
have it. So
definitely a
as
great
I was
summer
saying,
wine.
here for this is a crispy with a little peach on top. Now try it with the food, and then I want to hear what you all think.
All right, so you all heard her explaining to us about the type of the wine, the soil, the type of the bottles that it's put in, which wines you should let age, which wines you should drink right away. All of that, again, not my area of expertise, but it was fun and it was good to know. So she was telling us about the food that was in front of us. They do have an in-house chef that made everything fresh. You know, I love that. And she was asking for our feedback. She wanted to know, it's not going to hurt my feelings. We came up with these menus, but we want to know what you all think. All right, so let us continue. All right, so let's see what this is. Oh, I think I'm picking it up to take a bite. I don't know if there's any sound here, but let's check it out.
And that, yes, absolutely. The one note that I definitely got out of this, on the nose as well as on the palate was that like go through, like a little bit of sweetness that came through, and then the peach as well as the basil pesto balance out that overly sweetness that you get and the candy fruit note that you were getting. And that's what we were saying here, balancing.
All right, so you all heard her talking about the notes in the wine. You heard her talking about the peach and the pesto and all of this stuff. I'm here for the snacks, but it was good to know. And if you've never been to a wine pairing, I would actually recommend it. If you think you don't like wine, the flavor of wine really changes depending on what you eat it with. The very first wine tasting I went to was with Buick. They had like a, I don't know, a wine event here in Atlanta, and they put different wines in front of us, different chocolates in front of us, different crackers in front of us, and they had us taste the wine at first. Ugh, you don't like it. And then have like a piece of dark, bitter chocolate, and then taste the wine again, and the wine actually tasted sweet. I'm sure there's a science and art to it, but you had me at food. So I really did like the crostini with the peach and pesto. I love those type of interesting pairings. So let us continue. All right, so no video here, just some pictures of everybody talking, we're eating. I think we had moved on to the second wine by now. So yes, you can see the red in the glass. So my videos are still uploading, but it's fine. You all get the idea. You see the red in the glass. We've moved on to the next wine, which is a more of a fuller wine. you'll see the labels. I've forgotten the names. And then she was telling us about the wine production in the soil and how it goes well with the acid in the tomatoes. And honestly, you all, I didn't know this until I went there, but well, you know that food tastes different in every location because of the environment. And in Italy, they are a very volcanic area, region, country. And so the soil is very, I guess, acidic. I don't know the science behind it, but the tomatoes there are almost naturally sweet. It's very different. If you think you don't like Italian food or any type of cuisine, if you ever have a chance to try it authentic from the home country, give it a try because I didn't like olives or I don't care for olives. To me, they're very canny and salty, but over there they were just fresh and very, very different. So it's always an experience for me. What does Lily say? Hi everyone, looks fun. The peach and pesto throws me off with the bread. I know, right? Peach is sweet, pesto is savory, and then you've got that buttery, like crunchy bread. I would never have put those things together by themselves. Interesting, but with the wine pairing, it was really good. So yeah, absolutely. But I hear you. All right, let us continue. All right, so I'm just eating. All right, so the next course came out, and we're moving along with the wines. So what you see in front of you was a gnocchi. I did not care for it. So gnocchi is a type of pasta, but it's made from potato and flour as opposed to wheat. And so when I looked at it, I was thinking, oh, this is some type of like stuffed shells or ravioli. It was not. It was more of like a dumpling texture, so kind of that doughy, sticky, creamy texture. I did not care for the vodka sauce. I think it's like a red sauce with some type of cream. It was a little tangy, got me back here. The cheese and the basil on top was incredible, but I didn't care for it, nor did I like the wine that they paired it with, but that's okay. You know, not everybody's going to like everything. In the back, we had another sampling of, so this was, I'll see if I have a better picture for it. So like some olive bread drizzled with olive oil. And then this was like Italian sausage with cheese, roasted peppers, and cherry tomatoes. The sausage and peppers was excellent, absolutely excellent. All right, so I have another view for you all. I just turned the plate so you can see here. All right, so you can see the olive bread. If you like your crusty bread drizzled with olive oil, that would be for you. This right here was my absolute favorite. The sausage and peppers, very savory. The sun-dried tomatoes and everything just kind of melted. Excellent, excellent. And paired with the wine was very good. Genesis is here, still here, working and listening. Hey, you all, I stream for you every day. And everything isn't for everybody. And believe me, I understand. It is not going to hurt my feelings. My commitment is to try and give you something every day, unless I'm, traveling or whatnot. But feel free to multitask. Feel free to leave early. Feel free to come late. Feel free to just pop through and say hello. I'm not going anywhere. I appreciate it so, so much. All right, let us continue. Not every class is going to be a back slapper. All right, another picture. I'm just happy that y'all are here because you could be doing something else. All right, I just continue to turn the plate and take pictures so you all can see. All right, so we have moved on to, I don't know what kind of wine, what number wine we're on now, but you can see everybody's plate has been cleared. We've gotten the new wine and the food, and we are enjoying. All right. So she's over at the top. You can see here, she's explaining the different wines, the pairings. We're asking questions. So again, if you can go to an event, something like this, especially if you're a newbie on your own or with a friend, this is a great place to get all of your questions answered. Recommendations. Look, I'm hosting a work dinner. I have no idea. Can you recommend a good wine for me? These are the things that you can do to practice so that when you are on, you hit it out of the park. Genesis says a back slapper. Y'all know some events we have are crazy fun. And y'all know some events we have are just more subdued. This is a little bit subdued, but it's okay. I got a lot of big stuff coming up. I'm going to post the details for my members or my Patreon. I do have YouTube memberships starting at $5. I've already booked my Airbnb for London. I've already booked my Royal House tea. So you will see all of that if you're a member or if you're in my almost free Patreon, which is $1 because that's the lowest they'll make. I'm putting all the details there. So I am going to do a cooking class with a very big YouTuber across the pond. She announced it today, so I will post that so everyone can see from her own words. But yes, thank you all for supporting. I appreciate you being here. All right, let us continue. All right, now the dump bucket came out. So I'll explain what. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. I always forget to put my stuff on Do Not Disturb. My apologies because I know it's loud. All right, so let me make sure you have good quality. Oh, I was working with two different phones. Okay, so I'll play and then I will replay it with the sound. So when you go to a wine tasting, of course you're supposed to taste and you're not going to like everything, and that's totally fine. So they have something that they can bring to the table called a wine bucket, because you're going to reuse the same glass for all of your wines because they're going from the drier wines to sweet. Now, if you like what you taste, of course you can drink the whole thing. Nothing wrong with that. But let's say you have a wine that you don't like. They bring a bucket to the table so you can pour your wine into the bucket and pour it out, because if it's not for you, you don't have to drink it. All right. Who do we have? We got Lisa in the house. Lisa the housewife, part of the Wise Club, my third channel. You all know her and love her. And she says, don't drink from the dump bucket. Yeah, you can see that this is for the table. So the people around you will all pour their wines in there. And that's going to go into the trash. But if you ever go to a wine tasting, don't hesitate to ask for the dump bucket. Okay, it's really a thing. Who else do we have here? We got Randy in the house bringing flowers. Saw her out in San Diego. Randy will be here 4th of July weekend to stay and play and brunch. We're going to have a good time. All right, so let me give you all some sound. I don't know if all my pictures have uploaded yet, but you can see they're going around. I'm still working on it. You can see they're going around and refilling our wines. I'll just take it back so you all can hear.
Name of the region. The grape itself is called Nebbiolo. Nebbiolo and Barbara are the two grapes that are native to that region of Piedmont. And you're going to essentially see Barbaresco or Barolo. And so what they say is, I'll show you on the map, but Barbaresco is one region and the Barolo is the other. If you want something that's a little bit brighter and not as heavy, then Barbaresco is what you should drink. If you want something a little bit with more heft, then Barolo is what you should drink. The best time to drink a Barbaresco is 5 to 10 years after it's made. This is a 2011 or 13 that we're
11.
drinking. 11, exactly. And so you want to drink this wine after it's been aging for about 5 to 7 years minimum, no matter what. And then yes, exactly. They tend to be more expensive because they aged it and then we aged it.
I feel like they stuck something cool inside.
I just say this wine because there's a lot of notes on it. You're gonna get dried cherries, raspberry, a little bit of flowers, also raspberries. And I love that aspect of it. Also, orange. Sweet. So like, yeah.
It's fruit sweet. It's not sugar sweet. It's fruit sweet.
I don't even know that.
And here I am muted. Sorry, y'all. I mute myself when the video is playing. What I said is Randy likes a good cab sav. She likes a good full-bodied red wine. I said I will make the steak to go with your wine. That is not me. I'm not a cab sav girl. Thank you all. Thank you all. Alert, alert. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so sorry. But what I was saying is that, going to these places is part of the homework assignments for some of my etiquette and elegance classes, and that's what's on the other channel. Genesis is over there having the whole thing to herself, and I absolutely love it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so you all can see here they're refilling the wines for us, and you notice it's just a taste, right? It's not a full body or a full glass because we're drinking at least five different wines. So you see it's what, maybe less than a half pour. And if you want even less than that, they can pour less than that. But after you've done five of those, you have a full glass or two. So if you're a lightweight like me, be careful, it can creep up on you. So she's explaining the wine, she's explaining the fruit notes in the wines, all of those good things. We're asking questions. People are saying if they like it, if they don't like it, is it sweet to you? Is it too sweet to you? So we're talking about all of that. You'll see on the table there are pitchers of water. So we had a wine glass to our right and a water glass to our left so you can hydrate or cleanse your palate. And of course, they put the dump bucket right in front of me because I'm a lightweight. So we're swirling on the table, you can see, and I'm just moving the glass around. Like I said, I'm not a wine connoisseur, but something about the legs of the wine, how it comes down the glass indicates something. I don't know. Maybe one of you all do. So this was another part of the tasting. Let us continue. All right, so just taking pictures, and let's see what this one is about. Some more video.
It translates to blood of Judas,
Oh,
and so
God.
there's a little bit of
Blood of Judas.
there's a little bit of folklore to this, which is there's a town in northern Italy, and they were not doing really well on their vines, and they were suffering, and so the same way to do that. It translates to blood of Judas.
All right, so let me unmute so you all can see here. I think we've made it to the final dessert wine, and I did buy that one. Let me see if I have it here. So they gave me this nice little package you can see from the wine shoe. All right, so you can see there's the bottle, and like she said, the sangue de Juda, so the blood of Judas. So any of our biblical scholars, you already know the story. Beautiful packaging. It's got like a very nice foil around here, kind of a very nice crimson color. Um, this was the dessert wine. So it was a sparkling red, and if you don't like sweet, that's fine. It tasted to me like we don't have to take our and drink some cherry wine. So I don't know if you all can see it says sweet red sparkling wine. I love this stuff. This is Maggie all day. I'm a lightweight. I like it light and sweet, and this was served with tiramisu. So this was our fifth and final course, the dessert. All right, so I did get up. Let me see if I can show you all. I did get up to go to the ladies and I took a picture. They were pouring the dessert wine, so I believe that's it back here in the back. But you can see if anybody was interested in the wines that were brought to the table, I'll keep this up in case anybody's interested. So we had the Barbaresco. So that was the first Italian wine that we had, and I believe she said that was the one we started with. Then we had a Chianti, I guess, another Italian wine. I guess this is the one that we had with the Barbaresco we had with the crostini. Then the Chianti Gargalio, forgive me, we had that with the meatball and spaghetti. And then I don't see the label on this one, but Barbara de Asti, I believe we had this one with the gnocchi that I did not like. Yeah, the red I did not like. And then this one, I Frati, another Italian wine We had that with the, was that the sausage and peppers? I did like that one. And then the last one in the back is the dessert wine that we're on. Who do we have here? We've got Monica in the house. My first time seeing you here. Hello, Monica. Thank you for being here. She says, hi, I'm Maggie. I don't know what ITNS. But anyway, she says, hope all is well, and wine is a great subject. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Again, I'm not a wine connoisseur, but I love a good lesson, a good exposure. Went to a wine tasting paired with food, so I do love the snacks. But thank you. Thank you so much for being here as well. All right, so those were the wines. But I just like to expose you all to different things that you can try. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. I'm going to keep doing it. All right. Then I did take a little tour or a little tour around so you all can see. Oh man, I gotta learn to slow down. Oh, here it is. I think I'm coming back to my table. They had poured the dessert wine. So we'll see. Okay, I think she's closing up and just letting, oh, there's the in-house chef who made her own tiramisu with her own lady fingers. So she was talking about how the chef makes everything from scratch so that we can pair with the wines. So I will, so you all can see. Now you will notice, the serveware was paper napkins and paper plates for dessert. Um, oh, Honey Smiles, thank you so much. But yes, the dessert was excellent, so I'll let you all hear what she had to say. And it paired very well with the wine.
Cinnamon that comes through. It's obviously a sweet wine, and it's meant to be paired with tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
The best part is tiramisu is homemade by Anya, who's actually a blogger. Not only did she go above and beyond and make the tiramisu, but if you've ever made tiramisu, there's the little lady fingers that goes. She made the lady fingers. Yes. So I'm very tempted to buy this dessert because she's really just gone above and beyond for this.
And I don't like tiramisu, but
If there's a woman in this room that knows how to make dessert and makes it really well, it's her, for sure, for sure. So I want you all to
Thank you
know
so much.
the wine itself. It is meant to be a sparkling wine. You were asking me about this. This is a sparkling red wine from Italy. All three grapes are able to.
All right, so you all can see we had tiramisu as the fifth and final course with the sparkling red wine that I bought. It was excellent. If you like a dessert wine, if you like it sweet, if you don't, that would not be your favorite. All right, let's see if I got a better picture of the tiramisu. I tried. Okay, so I'm just turning my plate so you all can see this is it's a very popular Italian dessert. Not really a fan here, but again, the one I had in Italy, I can't even explain to you, but it has a dusting of espresso on the top, so that's coffee on top. That mascarpone cheese, which is like a cream cheese kind of whipped cream, kind of layer. Then I think those are, I don't know if that's a cake layer or the lady fingers are little like finger length cookies soaked, I think, in espresso. So they're soaked in that coffee. And so not as milky as a tres leches, but a very like wet, not spongy, but a very like moist cake. So I tried to get you all a good picture of it. And hey, y'all know I'm not a pastry chef. I'm more of a cooker than a baker, but I did think it was excellent, and I was very happy with the dessert pairing and the wine. All right, so just took some more pictures. People are talking, people are laughing. As we're getting up, I just took a little lap around so you all can see that big wall of wine that they have there. If you like the decor, it was really, really beautiful. All right. Let's see if we can take a look at this. I'm not going to go into detail. Randy likes a good tiramisu. Okay, we'll have to find some Italian while you're here. I'm not even going to try and act like I can make that. Oh my my gosh, I remember, were we in Rome? I'll have to find it, but I had tiramisu in Italy. Like I said, if you think you don't like something, have it the original version and then decide. So they had all of this artwork up of France, of Spain, of Italy, different wine-rich countries. So let's see. I took a photo of this pairing of food and wine. So they just have, look at this at the bottom. Well, let me make sure you all can see it. Randy's here for the tiramisu. She's drooling. I love it. Foods that are hard to match with wine are asparagus, green beans, artichokes, Brussels sprouts, and chocolate. I thought chocolate would be a good pairing, especially dark chocolate and red wine. Look at all the corks behind and the decor. That's nice. Oh, wow. I didn't know I could zoom in all the way like that. So we have a box of wine. Looks like they had this shipped in from La Bar de Bordeaux. Looks like a French wine. Um, but they have kind of like a little cheat sheet here for you. So with some popular foods. So this might be helpful. So you can see the different vegetables, raw, roasted, cheeses, soft and hard, your starches, your fish, your rich fish, love that, white meat, red meat, cured meat, and sweets. So they have a little board here from your dry to your sweet to your rich all white wines, your sparkling wines, light red, medium, bold red, and dessert wines. And this is coming from winefolly.com, so that's nice. So you all can look up this stuff for yourself, but there is information out there if you're interested in learning more about wines. Y'all know this is not my area of expertise, but I went out for an experience tonight and I enjoyed myself. Absolutely. At least I can say, I was there and I gave it a try. All right. So just some more pictures as before I'm leaving, you can see here they have different photos on the wall of Spain, excuse me, Spain, Italy, and France. And then the different colors are the different regions of the country that are, how do you say, wine, known for their wines. So I think I've been on this bridge in Venice. It's just beautiful. Just pictures of Italy, pictures, let me make sure y'all can see. Pictures of Italy, the different regions of Italy, the different wines that you find in those regions. Of course, wine everywhere. So if this is your love, there's definitely a place for you. All right. And then lastly, France. Anybody been to France or Paris? Also some good French wine there. You can see the different regions. You've probably heard of Bordeaux, and that type of stuff. So more wine. All right. So let's see if there is anything else of note. But that's what I wanted to share with you all tonight. Let's see. All right, I think I'm just taking one little pass around, getting ready to leave so you all can see. So they've cleaned up the table, the big Viking table, big chandelier there. Everybody's left. If you wanted to purchase your wine, you sure could. I did. So just showing you all the decor. Of course, the picture from the website is much nicer. And in case you heard, so apparently Cam Newton from the, what is it, North Carolina something football team has a cigar bar in downtown Atlanta, and it's very close to where this wine shop is. So it's close to the Mercedes-Benz Arena, where the Atlanta Falcons football team plays. All right, so that is it. I am getting my uh, bottle of wine that I bought, the dessert wine. This is the one that I actually love today. I love the packaging. I love the color, and more importantly, I love the flavor. And you all have heard it said, the best wine is the wine that you like. So I'm not the food police. I'm definitely not the wine police. So I just like to share with you all from time to time whenever I do something that's not cooking, um, whatever I was into. So I give you all your stream. So we're going to wrap up with the commercial. Um, Let me know if you all want me to play the clip for you that was announced today. But if not, we're still planning to go to London. Again, the details will be on the membership tab and on the Patreon. So I have a huge collab coming up with a very big YouTuber. Wednesday of this week, I'll be Cooking with Aisha. She also has 1,000,000.4, and she's doing chicken Alfredo, and she's invited me to do the sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free version on her page. I do have a course. Thank you all for supporting. My course is how I got monetized so quickly on YouTube, and the link is in the description. The price is $50 and you have lifetime access. I'll just put the ticker here. And I was monetized in 4 months, and it usually takes, sorry y'all, I can't multitask. Not well. It usually takes new YouTubers about a year. And so as soon as I was monetized, I sat down and I put everything that I did into this course, including screenshots, my approach to getting subscribers, my approach to getting the watch hours, screenshots, emails from Google, everything that you can expect. It's very good for beginners if you are not monetized yet, or you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you want to know what all it takes, at least to get monetized. I've been given some really good feedback, and you can preview it for free. So take a look. Genesis says, play the clip, please. All right, I'll play the clip for you, my dear. All right, let me pull up YouTube. Let's see, was there anything else for announcements? So subscribe if you like what I'm doing. So tomorrow is Sunday. Oh, it's Super Bowl Sunday, so I'll probably make some finger food. Um, I put a I put a wing recipe out there, and some people were like, absolutely not. Okay, that's fair as well. Um, but yeah, enjoy time with your friends and family. I'll probably do a quick little live of whatever, I don't know, whatever I want to make, maybe breakfast so that everybody can have their evening to themselves. And let's see. Let me play the clip because I got so many of them, and make sure this is the right one. It's really, really small, but it's a big, big deal to me. Maggie, the substitute teacher. Oh, I think she's coming on to wife school. She's going to have this class. All right, so I've been hinting around at it, and I haven't said it, and it still doesn't seem real. But I'm going to play a clip for you all that I was watching another YouTuber's channel, and I dropped a super chat. And so she took a break to read the super chats, and she shouted me out, and she said what is probably obvious, but I'm still like pinching myself. So I'm going to go back. Okay, let's close that. We're done with that. Let me share my screen and then we'll close out. I think that's everything, right? So we talked about the course, we talked about everything. Yeah, I'm here every day. So if y'all, if you ever miss anything, we'll catch you tomorrow. If you missed the Wives Club episode from last night, please check out our recording from last night if you're interested in that type of content, because we got some really good feedback and we want to get better for you all. All right, so I'm going to share my screen one last time. All right, so I'm going to go back because this was literally like a 6-second clip. First of all, let me make sure I'm sharing. Okay. All right, so I'm going to play this clip, and you all know this is just Pearly Things She's huge in the space. She's grown very quickly, and she has just crossed over 1 million subscribers. I dropped a super chat in her stream today, and she said, I keep doing this. Oh my gosh. Hopefully, y'all were able to hear the video. I am so sorry, but I am going to London. It has been confirmed. I'm very excited. You all have been very generous. Thank you for supporting the Flued Out Fund. That QR code in the corner goes directly to my Cash App. If you want to support all of the details about where I'm staying and what I'm going to be doing there, I'm putting in my memberships or I'm putting in my Patreon. So if you want early access to all of the details. Oh, did you all not hear any sound when I played the video, or just no sound when I was talking? You didn't hear her voice? Okay, hold on. We're going to do this again because y'all have to hear it. I mean, you don't have to hear it, but I want you to hear it. Did I close it? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, y'all. I am very excited. I'm going to try one more time without muting myself, and hopefully you can hear it. You know, one of these days it'll be a better experience. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. So I am going to, you couldn't hear the video. Okay. I am going to share. Maggie, the substitute teacher. Oh, I think she's coming on to wife school. She's going to have this. Can I say something, please? The animations. Oh, I forgot about, yeah, Pearly. We have Pearly. Maggie, the substitute teacher. Oh, I think she's coming on to wife school. She's going to have this. Can I say something, please? Yeah, yeah, Maggie, the substitute teacher. Oh, I think she's coming on to wife school. She's going to have this. Can I say something, please? Okay, so I played it 3 times. All right. Were you all able to hear that? I know I was muted and I'm sorry, but hopefully you all were able to hear that I'm coming on to an episode of Wife School to teach some cooking. So I'm excited and nervous, but hopefully you all were able to hear the clip. I won't keep you too much longer. I will definitely post it on my page for everyone to see. Yes, I am very, very excited. Thank you all for supporting and helping me to get across the pond. That is going to be next month, March 13th, and I'm going to stay for a week. I've already booked my Airbnb, and I've booked a Royal House tea, and I have some other things that I want to do. Details will be in the Patreon. You can look up Maggie the Substitute Teacher. It's only $1 per month, or the memberships. So, okay, you heard it that time. Yay! Thank you all. Big, big deal. It's all a big deal. Pinch me. So anyway, I won't keep you any longer than that. It's late. I'm going to let you all have your Saturday evening. Thank you for joining me for this wine tasting dining documentary. I will see you all tomorrow. What are we cooking? I don't know. When are we cooking it? I don't know. If you're interested in football, enjoy time with your family, but I'll try and come on during the day and do something fun. All right, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Class is dismissed on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Class is dismissed. I'll see you all.